Welcome to Apartment B Podcast with Josie. Today, our guest is Kate DeLucchi.
Okay,
No. I was practicing
I know
today.
you were practicing in the mirror earlier.
No.
Yeah, you can't.
DeLucchi, no.
Don't say it 3 times in the mirror. They'll all appear behind you.
No, that would be scary.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
know.
had a white woman in my house before.
I believe that.
Don't. Don't.
I'm like...
Do not believe that. Okay. This is like the 5th attempt at this podcast, by the way. I already had her over here, but last time I didn't have Wi-Fi because I didn't pay my bill. And then the next time, scheduling issues. I'm just like such a busy dude. She's such a busy dude. So, but we're finally here. I thought it froze for a second.
I thought you just had to burp again. I was like...
No, you
I was
weren't
like, wait,
talking
let me
about
tell
your
the story
dad.
about my
No,
dad.
keep
Hold
going.
on. I was like telling my friend that I had like driven all this way to do that podcast that one time, and that it recorded for like 11 minutes, and then it crashed, and then we were just like talking, and then they were like, I think he just wanted to hang out. I think he just wants like friends.
Did you tell him I just have bills?
I didn't know at the time. I didn't know it was your Wi-Fi. I thought like the equipment had crashed, and they were like, I think that he like hit a button or something.
No, I was completely just the whole time. I'm like, man, hopefully this doesn't crash. And then I tried to use my hotspot, and that was even worse. Like it recorded, but
Like you said, we have like the shadowy figures and 11 minutes of us talking about like I don't know IUDs. What were we talking about last time?
no, we were. But I wasn't paying attention to that. I was just like looking at these squares. But I did have questions. The first question I wanted to ask, which you kind of already answered for me personally, but
All right.
like, why are you a comedian?
I started doing comedy because my dad and I were really into comedy, and we'd watch a lot of specials and stuff together. And after he passed away, I was like, okay, this might be a fun, cool way to like, I don't know, like honor him or like feel close to him or whatever. And then I started doing it, and I really liked it, and I really liked how I felt doing it, and I really liked the like connections I made. And I was like, okay, this is less for him and more for me now, you know. And I just kind of wanted to see where it'd take me.
Stuck with it. Like, what would you like ever like go outside of Florida? Like, would you want to tour around and like be a big comedian or for funsies?
I think I wanted to do that at one point in time. I like started like during the pandemic. I got like obviously there was no comedy happening, and Zoom comedy was so soul crushing that I oh see there we go.
That was not planned.
Dad is a trigger word for you. I started making TikToks and stuff during the pandemic, and I got like 15,000 followers or something like that.
Damn.
And then I like was getting like I don't know, I'm like a little mentally ill. I was getting really paranoid, and it was freaking me out that like anytime I would post like that it would go out to that many people, and the idea of that was like freaked me out, and I just kind of quit, and I just couldn't deal with it.
But like even like what about now though? Like would it still affect you now, do you think?
Yes. Anytime I get like too many, like same thing happened on Twitter. I like had a like it wasn't even that big of a tweet or whatever, but I got like 100,000 likes on something one time, and I was like I can't use Twitter ever again. That's freaky. Like the idea of just like I like just to like scream into the void, I think.
Oh my, wait, so okay.
Anytime like I get too many followers on something, I abandon the account.
What if you perform in front of like 1,000 people? Is it the same?
I've never performed in front of 1,000 people, but
Okay.
just like the thought experiment alone,
Yeah.
like I kind of like choked a little bit as I was
It's
answering
just-
the question. So I was like, oh, maybe not.
Dude, you can never be president then.
I would
Or-
never really want to be
Or a
president.
stripper.
Those are not my aspirational goals, but I appreciate that you think I can do both.
I think yeah, that was,
You said range.
you could do anything.
Anything you put your mind to.
Oh my, wait, oh wow. So like, okay, so what about in school then? Were you able to like speak in front of people?
Yeah, like I was pretty good at public speaking, and I did, to no one's surprise, I did theater back in the day.
No, yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, I got that retired. Someone told me I remind them of a camp counselor, and I was like, damn, because I've been a camp counselor for 3 years, so I was like, damn.
Dude, I could picture like, yeah.
Yeah, they really clocked me at that one. I was like hiding my like camp uniform. I was like, no, I wasn't a camp counselor.
It was a cool camp. It was okay.
Yeah, it was a STEM based summer camp, so
oh.
it was like
That makes it better.
it wasn't. It wasn't. Like, have you ever seen the movie Top Gun? No, it's fine if you
I've
haven't.
seen the second one.
It's fine. You know the flight suits they wear? Those were
Yeah.
like our uniforms we had to wear and stuff.
Dude, but that's cool though. They look cool in that.
I did look pretty sick.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that was like,
Wait, you guys were wearing like full pants outside?
we weren't outside. Like I said,
this
STEM-based
is-
summer camp. We were inside, and they were taking classes, and it was funny because some kids would get like scholarships to go there, and their parents would lie to them and be like, "You're going to basketball camp," and then they'd like show up and see me in my fuck ass uniform, and they hated me, bro.
With
They were-
computers and shit out there?
Yeah, it genuinely. It was like they would like show up to the summer camp and have to do math, and also the summer camp was like really cold. Like the building was just freezing cold, and they were just only brought basketball shorts, so they were just like in like cold computer labs for like a week. And I was
That
like,
that is terrible.
it was really sad.
I remember summer camp. I went to like one. The only summer camp I remember is this place called Musa. It was like an abandoned church, and I remember it because it was like the first time. It was like when Transformers, like the first Transformers came out.
With Megan Fox, yes.
Yeah. And I remember someone saying this, dude, I just saw the Transformers movie and it was off the chain. And I've never heard that phrase before. So that's the only thing I remember. That and like we were cutting goat hearts and shit.
At your summer camp?
Yeah, goat hearts. Like they would,
Because it was in an abandoned church? Are you sure? Like,
I don't know. Yeah.
that's some satanic shit, I feel.
There were goat hearts. And then they were also singing Sean Kingston Suicide.
Like the one where it's like, "You're way too beautiful, girl."
You made me suicidal. Next to goat hearts.
He's kind of real for that though, because sometimes I do see a girl so pretty, I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, no, seriously though, because like, I'm not gonna talk to you.
You know, I know, and like, because I can't talk to you, I'm gonna kill myself.
How can I get you to notice me?
Like anything for attention. Like
Dude, he had some bangers though.
I got
That song
like
he had with Justin Bieber. What was that song? Was it SOS?
I was to maybe many people's surprise, I was not a believer back in the day. I was like, I'm not like other girls.
That is sad. What do you mean? I was a believer. I'm like that guy.
No, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, that's me.
Justin also thought he was a black guy.
He did. I think he still does.
I know, right?
Dude, I can't. But dude, he was like huge though. That's like saying you didn't like.
No,
Maddie
I would
B
like
raps.
leave hate comments on the baby music video.
How good? Do you like that song?
No.
Oh, okay, that's different though. That's
Like, why would I?
It's too popular. It's like liking the Pharrell song "Happy."
That's not why I like disliked it. I just didn't like his face, I think.
As a stupid face.
He was-
So who did you listen to?
I was just listening to like my fuck ass emo music.
Oh, I mean, come on.
So
Of course, you can't pick both. Emo and Justin.
No, like I had to assert my dominance as being better than other girls.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh no, I only listen to like heavy shit, like Fall Out Boy.
Oh,
Like,
get the fuck
I thought I was like so cool.
Were you listening to like Panic at the Disco? or-
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
What else can I think of? Skrillex.
Like no, I didn't listen to Skrillex. I listened to Skillet though,
I
which
did
is a
too.
Christian. I knew you would like that.
I just know it because it was on WWE games.
Okay, yeah, I feel like that and like Tony Hawk Pro Skater shaped a lot of people's like music tastes.
Did you play Tony Hawk?
No, but I had a big brother, so I feel like you know that like scene in Pulp Fiction where they're like, my girlfriend's a vegetarian, which basically means I'm a vegetarian.
Mhm.
Like I kind of just through osmosis, like and have like a cultural knowledge of like
That's a great fucking word.
thing.
Osmosis. You ever seen
Osmosis Jones.
Yeah.
I think that's the most like that's the craziest body horror I've ever seen. Like who's the
Why?
director? What have you seen it recently?
No, not recently. I haven't seen it in like
It's
years.
it's like the most like stomach churning like movie. Like it's disgusting.
I
Who's
thought it was a
who directed
cartoon.
The Fly?
Oh, I don't know. But
I wanna
that
say-
is a terrible. That is.
I want to say David Attenborough, but I know that's wrong.
I don't know who's that. I don't.
I don't know. Whatever. There's like a director who's like really famous for like really creepy horror movies and body horror.
Yeah.
That motherfucker wishes he could direct something as disturbing as Osmosis
It's
Jones.
That I thought it was an anime. It's an animation.
It's not the animation I'm upset by. It's like the outwardness of like him eating stuff and the body and like just stuff he like does and like boils pot. Like it's the most like disgusting movie ever.
I didn't know about all that. I just remember him eating the egg at the beginning. You don't like that?
I don't like
Or he
eggs.
just takes. I don't either, but he
I
just
don't-
takes that boiled egg and just.
No, it's like
Just-
how do you watch that and you're like no, why are you freaked out by the movie? That's totally like not
That's
disgusting.
like the only part I remember.
It sets the tone for just like a horrifying like.
He's like talking to a monkey at the beginning, or does the monkey do something?
I'm also afraid of monkeys.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I thought we were getting to know each other on the podcast. I'm really happy though because there's been like a lot of like discourse about monkeys recently in terms of like Jordan Peele had that scene in Nope, and then there's been people being like 100 men versus like one gorilla. So I feel like
Yeah.
people are like putting respect onto my fear finally because I've been afraid of monkeys for like years and years. So like
Have you seen like Rise of the Planet of Apes or Rise of Planet Apes?
I like horror movies. I don't like that one.
You have you seen it?
Why would I see that? That's
You wouldn't watch that?
I would never watch that.
The storyline's amazing. Dude, Caesar? Go now.
Don't. Do not mention his name in my presence.
That was a good one. You know,
Oh, I mean, like, I trust you. It was a good one. I'll never find out.
are you like, you're actually terrified of, wow.
Do you, like, I remember when I was a kid, I saw, like, a news story where this woman, like, got her face ripped off by a chimpanzee, and I was like, we're good. I'm good. I don't need to know any other pieces of information.
Wait, so what about like Harambe? Are you an ally? Damn it.
I was kind of like, when he died, I was kind of like, we cheered.
Oh my gosh. R.I.P. Harambe. What? Dude, he was a saint. He like went to church on Sunday with his kids. The whole nine.
I heard he ran a great presidential campaign, too.
Yeah.
People kept voting for him, even though it was,
I remember that.
they
They shot him down.
as they do with
Did
like,
you shoot him down?
I
Wait, so do you think, like, what do you think about the one gorilla versus 100 men?
think the gorilla's got it in the bag.
Yeah, with 100 men? Like,
Oh yeah.
do you, what
Like I think you guys are anticipating like I want you to think about like I don't know, just like 10 people we know who do comedy
no, okay.
and like everyone.
if I can only pick people that I know, I mean,
No, but like we're talking average people. We're not talking like ooh, we're gonna get like a bunch
can't
of like
get
linebackers in there. We're talking like we're gonna get Jamar and Jason.
oh, if we're talking average people, we're
And
not
like
gonna-
it's just average dudes, and I'm like I've seen average dudes. They're not doing shit.
yeah, that's just slaughter.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought we were like able to strategically pick these.
No,
people.
no. It's just straight up 100 dudes,
Just
and then
average,
average dude. Because I'm not picking like the most like I'm not picking like Kong or anything.
I'm
Like
picking-
I'm picking like
yeah, but the average.
it's just an
gorilla
average
is, like-
gorilla.
But an average gorilla is like
I know that's the point. An average gorilla is like he's
100
beefed
men.
up.
I
No,
mean,
exactly.
yeah.
So I think it's very clear, and I'm happy. Again, this is like my fear feels like it's being like validated.
So I saw someone say 10 million ants versus one person or versus 100 people.
10 million ants.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
That
to
doesn't
think
even
about.
sound like. Is it wrong? That doesn't sound like that many ants to me. I'm like I mean like
You think that
acting like I don't have grass outside my house.
10 million? Are you crazy? That's like covering your whole. Is that a thunderstorm?
I think so. Man, I gotta drive home in that shit.
Nah, thunder is just audible. The lightning's what you should be worried about. That'll kill you.
Weirdly, I'm more afraid of thunder. I don't like the noises. I don't like loud noises.
Well, just put headphones in. Why you drove? You do that?
No, I think that's illegal.
Why do that? There's
I don't
soundproof.
think you should.
I drive
you're
with
just
soundproof
in the
headphones.
road while an ambulance is coming. Someone's Meemaw died because of you today. You coming back home from Publix.
The whole world's exploding behind you.
Yeah, it's just like it's like damn, the new Kendrick album fucks, bro. This is crazy.
Why? I mean,
Bop, 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 bop,
it's
bop.
not that bad. Like, you should try it. Or
I'd
if you don't feel safe, then don't. But
I'd never feel safe. I live in fear.
oh, dude, imagine if you were like Chris on Family Guy.
I don't watch Family Guy. I don't like adult cartoons.
You don't like adult cartoons?
I think I watched Family Guy when I was too young and it freaked me out, so now I like don't watch adult cartoons.
Do you watch cartoons at all? Like, will you watch like Peppa Pig?
No, I would never watch Peppa Pig.
Why?
I think she's a bitch.
How old is Peppa Pig?
enough
How
to
old
be
is
called
Peppa
a
Pig,
bitch.
cameraman? We don't have a cameraman. How old
I
is
thought
Peppa
you were
Pig?
going to ask an Alexa or something, because I also don't like Alexas, and I don't like
No, I don't have any
robots.
bitches in here.
So what I'm hearing here is you don't think I'm a bitch. So I'm taking this as a W. I'm taking this as a W. I'm making this about me immediately.
Well, in that case, we have one.
No, I thought you had like an Amazon or something in here. I was like, I also don't like robots or like that kind of technology either. So I was kind of like,
What?
just
What is this life you're living? Like, it's so.
I
You don't like monkeys. You don't like.
don't like.
You like the Backyardigans?
We've talked about this before. I think
We have? Why is that something I bring up?
because we were talking about I think we were talking about the racial breakdown of the Backyardigans.
Oh, we were.
Yeah, you remember that?
You were telling me Uniqua was a black woman.
Well, I mean, I don't care if you're black, purple, pink.
Well, she's pink.
Exactly,
So
she's pink. Yeah, she's pink. Exactly. That was the joke.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen a full episode of the Backyardigans.
Oh, geez, you gotta come on.
Um,
Wait, so what did you watch when you were like a child?
like a little kid.
Yeah, like a child.
Well, I don't. I think my parents mostly just read to me.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's yeah. So I didn't watch a lot of TV. I still don't watch a lot of TV. People keep recommending shows, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it, and then I just don't because I don't care.
That's what you got to do.
No, I know, because I don't fucking. Someone was trying to talk to me about Dancing with the Stars the other day, and I'm like,
Dancing with the Stars.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why would I ever care?
Yeah, no.
Oh man, she's gonna listen to this podcast. I feel bad now.
Huh?
I said she's gonna listen to this podcast. I feel bad now. The person who recommended Dancing with the Stars and was like,
Stop recommending Dancing with the Stars.
that's
What the
what I'm
fuck?
saying.
Come on, there's better things out there.
Also, she knows me really well. You know me too well to be recommending Dancing with the Stars. I don't care about dancing or stars.
Well, it depends. Who the stars? Was it like a specific
It's like fuck ass stars. It's like
Fall Out Boy?
no. Then I might watch.
Okay.
I gotta see. I feel like Pete Wentz could throw down. I feel like he could
I've heard the name once
dance
in my life.
dance. They have a song called Dance Dance, so I feel like Pete Wentz has moves. It's like Smith Jared from Sex and the City, and
Who's
then
Smith? Wait, which character is that? Because I've seen Sex and the City.
Samantha's boyfriend, the hot one toward the end, who shaves his head when she gets sorry,
Damn it.
spoilers.
I'm only on season 4 or 5.
I feel like you're getting the peak though. I feel like you're really getting
I'm at a good time. There's
Yeah.
a lot of turmoil in the city right
yeah.
now.
I was talking to my friend the other day, and I was like, I feel like I feel like a mix between Carrie Bradshaw and Sisyphus with just the.
Who's Sisyphus?
Are you actually asking me this, or do you just want me to explain it? Because I'm going to explain it poorly.
No, seriously.
It's like a myth in I think it's Greek mythology, and he did something fucked up or whatever, and he's cursed to carry push a boulder up a hill,
Oh,
and then
that's-
every
okay.
day it falls back down, and he has to push the boulder back up the hill.
Okay.
And
You explained that
that
very well, by the way.
thank you, I appreciate that. So him and Carrie Bradshaw is how I feel internally with just dating now.
That is a crazy mix. Oh, that's kind of sad.
You're
boulder's-
telling me
The
You're
boulder's
telling
just gonna
me.
fall every
I
day.
know it does. It always does.
It's okay. That's it's life. The boulder's gonna fall. At least it's not falling on you.
No, that's true. And also I don't know, the boulder's always falling. I have to do laundry next week.
Yeah.
I have to do laundry the week after that. The boulder always comes back down.
Yeah. But you're stronger.
I'm really not. My friends, it's gotten to the point where my friends don't ask me for help moving because they know I'm not strong.
Oh my gosh, what a life you live. That's
I know,
amazing.
I know, it's incredible. I also they also know that I just have a bunch of shit in my trunk, so they're they know I don't even have trunk space to help them move, so they're just meet us for drinks afterwards, and I'm like, oh, okay,
That's what you- yeah,
if you
that's what-
insist.
That's a much simpler life.
No, it's don't go to the gym.
Yeah, no.
You don't have to move. You also don't you also have trouble just in activities of daily living, but it's fine.
Oh, you mean you don't have fucking a deficiency. You're very capable.
just vitamin deficiency.
You drove here.
I did drive here.
Yeah, that requires muscles.
I'm not gonna disagree, but also I don't know. We're talking about like, oh, Kate's afraid of everything. I was driving here and I was like very stressed out by the drive and I was like sweating on the way here.
Wasn't it like raining though?
No. Like it was just overcast. But like
You're stressed out on an overcast day?
Oh no, I'm not stressed out because of the rain. I'm stressed out by like driving.
Why? You get like scared driving?
A little bit, yeah.
What about it?
When my dad was teaching me to drive, he said you got to drive like everyone on the road wants to kill you.
Oh my god!
And so I have that like just internalized. So I'm just like white knuckling it anytime I'm driving anywhere, and it's.
That's terrible. Do you
I live in fear.
You said that, yeah, but like now we're breaking.
You're getting
it down.
like the scope of like the fear I live in.
Are you like 10-2 it, or are you like driving one hand?
I drive kind of stupid. I drive like with my like leg up like this and one arm like this, kind of leaned up on my leg, and it stresses out everyone because if I get into a car accident, I'm losing this leg immediately.
Yeah, but who needs a left leg anyway?
I mean,
the world's right-legged.
I don't know.
Are you right-legged?
I am right-legged as much as I am right-handed, but like I don't know. I was kind of just looking like wistfully at my leg and being like, oh, I kind of want to keep it actually.
Would you rather like lose an arm or a leg?
I'd rather lose a leg. What about you?
I'd rather lose an arm.
Why would you rather lose an arm? You can't do shit.
What do you mean?
Right now you're scratching your ear and holding a mic. You wouldn't be able to do that if you were missing an arm.
I would just be holding this in my toes.
You would just have like really dexter. You would like your body would recuperate in other ways. It's kind of like how blind people can smell good.
Is that true? Because I asked somebody that. I don't think that's true.
I saw like there's a movie called Don't Breathe.
Yeah.
And that he seemed like he kind of like the senses heightened. One time I dated a guy and he had what?
He was blind?
No. I was going to go back to how your body, you said you were going to hold something with your toes. I was going to talk about his toes. And he was like, he was really good at playing Mario Kart, but with his feet. And he could like beat me at Mario Kart with his feet, which is both a testament to like how bad I was at Mario Kart and like how dexterous his toes were. I was like, how are you drifting right now, bro? Like, what the fuck?
What? How does one even find that out?
I don't know. Like, but he like, it was like a talent a little. Like, I was like he could also play. What's the game? Like Super Smash Bros. And stuff.
You were losing. He was beating you. And
yeah, he was like beating my ass up and down Mario Kart.
Who were you using?
What was I using?
No, in Super Smash, like who were you using?
Pikachu.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I just go for the cute characters. I don't really have any concept for like anything else.
I was going to answer that, but like it would sound weird if I said that it was a cute character.
Pikachu?
No, Ness.
Who's Ness?
See? It's gonna get worse. Ness is a child who's playing baseball.
Ness is a child playing baseball?
Yeah.
Folks,
I'm
we
not
got
calling
him.
him cute.
We got him. I got 911 on speed dial. Okay, wait. Ness?
Yeah.
Super Smash? Uh-huh. I'm typing in Ness and Super Smash. That feel... Ew.
What?
He's not cute.
It's not a cute character?
No.
What is wrong with... Oh. You dated a guy to look like that, no?
Me? No. Well, okay, well...
It's a cute character. What? What's wrong?
What
do you not like? And why are we judging this child? I'm like, no, he's hot.
You're like, I want to Super Smash him.
You're like, I would never.
Yeah. I'm like, that is a child. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh my. Well, I mean, then we gotta question you about Pikachu.
Pikachu is cute.
Pikachu is an animal.
Hear me out. Well, he's...
Hear me out? What are you about to say? You can't fuck him, man.
We've talked about this. We got some, like, I feel like... Oh, I remember when we started talking about the Backyardigans. You said unique. What was your hear me out?
When I was a child.
I don't know. You're displaying a pattern of behavior right now. There is a very clear pattern you are showing.
Not now.
Uniqua, Ness.
Pikachu.
You mentioned Peppa Pig earlier either. I don't know what the relation
like that
to
show.
that. I'm not saying you like the show. I'm accusing you of liking
No, she's not my type.
No. It's because she's British.
No, I don't eat pork.
I don't either.
Yeah. My hear me out, actually. I told you this. It was the car from Cars 1. The blue car.
I feel like maybe I knew which car.
Oh, okay.
I was like, did you mean Mater? Yeah, fuck.
Come on.
No, all right. You had the Celsius. I asked you for one.
Speed up.
This is all right. Ciao. I think we talked about it, but like I showed you like a really horrifying. Hear me out. It was the monster from the live action Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. That was disgusting. That was gross.
From the Spooky Island or whatever, the lanky guy.
No, you don't. Yeah,
I was like, he's tall. I think that's like.
But you don't like monkeys, but that's. It looks like you dropped like a monkey in acid.
The inner workings of my mind are an enigma.
It's like
I don't know. Like
he opens his mouth and like
he's kind of like I don't know. He kind of gives Nosferatu a little bit. Like he's kind of lanky and kind of gross. Like I'm like yeah.
What is, dude? I've been seeing this. Like, there's this person I follow on Twitter, and she's like super into like dirty looking white dudes.
That average Twitter user, yeah. That's like. I'm like, I'm not hearing the problem. Ally, queen. It's like, just my account. It's my burner. You found my burner account.
It's weird. I'm like, I don't see it. I mean, obviously, I guess
white privilege will get them everywhere, apparently.
I know, like, no bad. You ever see
like white supremacy is crazy because why does he look like he's rotting?
I know. He's still above me.
I know.
I'm like, dude, I took a shower and I'm fucking killing it. No, you know that character from Peanuts? It's like that dirty character everywhere
Linus
he walks.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Is his name Linus?
Is that the kid with the blankie or like?
It's a kid who like walks and all you see is like this dirty cloud behind him.
Ew, yeah.
Yeah, that's like the kind of guys she's like into.
That like doesn't surprise me, but okay, yeah, okay. Never mind, I see it now.
Oh, that's what it was.
I'm like, wait, hold on. Let me hear her out. Like twirling my hair for those of you listening to the podcast.
I don't get. What's the attraction?
Typically they're tall.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
There is something very specific about like dating a loser because it's kind of like, especially if like they have like a like really like shitty job or something, they can really throw down in the bedroom. It's like they're taking out the horrors of capitalism onto you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, a blue collar dude can like throw down like it's. Like, okay. I think that's the appeal.
I'm sorry, I'm at a loss. I don't know.
Okay, it's okay. It's always a lot of information to process.
I think I actually do understand it because I've seen like women who look like they're not they are attractive, but in a different way, like thrift store way.
Thrift store is crazy.
Yeah, like she doesn't.
She only has tote bags.
Yeah. She doesn't own any of her clothing. Yeah. It's like someone died for her to get that.
Yeah.
Or like
she doesn't own a hairbrush, but she owns like 80 cardigans. Like she's
yeah.
No, so, like I used. Baby, I knew exactly what you meant when you said thrift store.
We're picturing the same person.
No, I know. I was at a thrift store today, and I was like, I saw her like walking. As I walked in, I'm like, damn, she got all the good shit. I was like, man, fuck her.
It was like she just knows her way around.
No, I know. Yeah, she
has a lot of knickknacks.
A lot of trinkets and stuff.
Yeah, she knows where the nooks and crannies are.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that your like is that the equivalent to like the crusty white dude? That's the equivalent for you?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I can see that. I'm also like
because there's like different levels of like attraction, I guess, and it's not like she's like, oh,
that's not the
supermodel
for
me.
Yeah.
It's like.
The way your metric is like you're like, oh, she's not a supermodel. I'm like I mean he's no Pete Davidson.
Oh my gosh, we're so far off.
Like, oh my god, one time I threw a party or whatever for my birthday, and it was like an A24 theme, so everyone had to come dressed up as like A24 movie characters or whatever. And like 4 of my guy friends came dressed as Pete Davidson and Bodies.
4 of them?
Like 4 of them, because they know I love Pete Davidson. And I was like, that's so nice.
Coincidence.
I don't know. I just all my besties in bathrobes. I was like, all right.
Anybody in like Adam Sandler?
No Adam Sandlers. There was actually Sleepy and Tawny came as You know the movie, what is it? I can't remember what movie it is. X, Pearl, something in that catalog or whatever, you know.
Oh yeah.
As like Maxine and then the Scarecrow that she like
Oh, that's cool.
they low key won like best dress. I was kind of like,
Cool.
how y'all upstage me at one party? Like,
What were you dressed up as?
At the time, the person I was dating and I dressed up as he went as the guy from the lighthouse, and I went as the mermaid that
Wait, Willem Dafoe or Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson. Who are you talking to? It was Robert Pattinson.
He's also one of those. Well, no.
He's conventionally. Have you seen Mickey 17?
I love that movie.
I did too.
Yeah.
My Letterboxd review was just Mickey,
all of
how
them.
long have you been 17?
I read it.
You did? Oh,
I read all your reviews. You and Caroline. This is my shout out for the pod. Shout out Caroline. Egan.
who's Caroline? Oh,
She's
do I know Caroline?
occasionally she does a comedian thing.
She does communion.
Comedian thing. Like sometimes she does stand up. I think she goes to school at FSU.
Shout out her. I'll have to follow her on Letterboxd.
Yeah, she's pretty. She has good reviews.
All right.
You're not reviewing Into the Void here. You have an audience. So.
I didn't know that because like the way I still have 0 likes.
No, I don't like him. I was
about to say he's just be like, oh yeah, I saw that.
That's like
I scrolled.
Yeah, it's like Tulip Pastime.
You were like you gotta earn the like. You gotta really like.
You do.
You gotta earn the like, or you gotta be a thrift store.
You gotta be a thrift store whore.
Store 8. Yeah, thrift store. Just call it a thrift store whore.
You don't have one tote, Kate.
In front of me are 4 beautiful girls. Only one of you will get the like on Letterboxd.
Yes.
Have you seen America's Next Top Model?
Like ever? I know Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to watch America's Next Top Model during the pandemic, so I would stay skinny. Because I don't know, she'd like be calling people who are size 2 like fat, and I would like watch that and be like, yeah, I'm gonna not eat for 3 days. It's gonna be fine.
What's a big size for that? That's like dress size, or
what a size? What
is size 2 like for a dress or for pants, or?
It was like for pants, and I was like. Sorry, I'm dissociating, thinking about like when I was malnourished. I lost 50 pounds during the pandemic, though.
Oh my gosh! Whoa.
Slay.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Size 2 like this.
Yeah, that was like, so I would just watch that, and I would just watch her calling like objectively beautiful and incredible women fat, and I'd be like I'd be sitting on the couch, and I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna delete my Uber Eats app. I'm so skinny. I'm so amazing. Like
that is unhealthy.
it was very unhealthy. I'm not advocating for this. I'm just trying to have a conversation. I have like a whole PowerPoint presentation on how I'm afraid of Tyra Banks. Oh, another thing I'm afraid of. Another person I'm afraid of.
Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
Tyra Banks, monkeys,
robots, driving, thunder and lightning,
black people. There we go.
Baby.
Your best friend.
I was about to say, yeah.
She was sweet when I met her too. She was nice.
Riley's the best person in the entire world. Shout out Riley.
Yeah, there you go. And it's a good name.
I know, right?
I was like that.
We were watching Inside Out 2 together, and then they were like, you've seen it. Mm-hmm. The main character's name is Riley, so they kept just being like, Riley's so depressed, and then Riley was like in the theater next to me. She's like, it's been a hard year.
A unisex name. By the way, Inside Out 2 is really good.
It's great. I think really unisex names are so like sick. Like, I don't know, women named like Logan or whatever the fuck, or like
that's badass.
Elite. I know, right?
That's
like,
badass.
Women with guy name, whatever, hot, amazing, incredible, no notes.
Yeah. Guys with girl names.
Johnny, I almost said Johnny Depp. Johnny Cash has a song about a boy named Sue, so I'm like, I'll put some respect on the name because I know he's gonna beat my ass if I don't. You've heard the song.
Absolutely not.
I'll play it for you later.
I've never listened to a Johnny Cash song before.
That's fucking crazy. Johnny Cash is incredible.
I mean, I don't doubt it, but it's
not your vibe.
No, I don't. I know of him, but it's like they don't play Johnny Cash at the cookouts.
You've been at Dukes and Dotties enough times to where you know you've heard a Johnny Cash song. Yeah.
I just didn't
I'm
know.
I'm about to like blow up your spot a little bit. I know you've been at Dukes and Dotties.
I have. And I just stand there and just watch people square dance.
I was just about to ask, do you square dance?
Absolutely not. I don't even understand how they do it.
So you don't square dance just because you don't know how, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know how to?
Why would I know that?
You listen to Johnny Cash.
I barely know how to regular dance, let alone in a shape. I'm white. Like we do like the electric slide and then the cha-cha slide.
That's hard. Those come with directions.
They come with directions. That's why I know how to do them.
Yeah. But square dance is kind of tough.
It looks tough. I've never been to Dukes and Dotties because I'm better than you, but
that's what I assumed.
Thank you. But I've never been there, or that I'm better than you.
Both.
Period. Yeah, no, I would. That's not my jive.
I mean, it's not mine either. But like when you're like late at night and you're like
you're on the prowl.
Yeah,
you're like, I don't want to drive back home. Who can I spend the night with?
It's 45 minutes
you're
drive.
Like, it's an hour drive. Who?
I'm always
who
worried
got
about
couch?
That. Like, because I go to the club pretty often, and I realize that I can never take anybody home. Because the pressure of having to keep a woman into me for a whole hour drive home with bad roaders.
Also, the way I would like if a guy was taking me home and he got on the interstate when we were going, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die.
What's saying,
that's terrifying. Even if you're like, I live a little far out of town, like, and you pull onto the interstate, I'm tucking and rolling out of the car. I'm breaking like a wrist at the least, getting away from you.
Well, see, you're
I don't
saying
think
that.
you licked your lips when you said when I said that.
So you don't
he's
like the
he's like,
interstate.
oh,
Let's
so
take
you
the
can't
back
get away
way.
fast.
No, another spot. No, I get it though. Like, if I was a woman, I wouldn't stay horny the whole way. I'm over there like trying to.
She's gonna sober up and be like, actually, can you get me an Uber home? And then you have to pay like $40.
Ah.
One time I was like, met this guy or whatever, and I was like, we're like gonna go home or whatever, and I was like, all right, whatever. My place is like super messy and horrifying, so I was like, I can't show him that like out the gate,
Horrifying.
you know. Like it was like you know the meme where it's like, damn bitch, you live like this.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
Goofy.
that's kind of what that motherfucker was, goofy.
Did she really live like that?
I know. I was like, I don't want to like let him know that out the gate, because like, what if I want to see him again? So I was like, oh, like I have roommates. I live alone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you just can we go to your place? He's like, yeah, totally. And then we roll up to his mom's house.
Oh.
And I was like, I should have just like
Did it in the parking lot.
I know, right? I was like, I should have just like been like, we should have just gone to my place. Like, I showed you my moldy dishes. Like, please reply to me. Like,
That is pretty intimate. I've never.
yeah, right. I've like thrown out like. I threw out a set of dishes one time because they were moldy and I didn't want to wash them.
No, okay, that's not that bad.
I had like, I don't know. I have like,
That's not bad.
like I had a big kid job. I'm allowed to like throw out a set of dishes every year
Yeah,
as
you
a
can
treat.
afford it.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, as a guy, when you get home with the girl, I wouldn't assume that I would care that much about her house being clean or not.
It's just the next morning in case like
Yeah.
I actually like him as a person, and then it's like, and then he's like, wow, what a beautiful magical night, and then he like walks out into the living room and like sees like my pizza box with like mold on it or something. He's like, I'm leaving a number with like 5 digits.
Yeah, the post-nut clarity is gonna.
I feel like sometimes I don't even get like post-nut clarity. I'm just like, I'm like 10 seconds into making out and I'm like, this is not gonna be good.
Damn, what? Enjoy the moment. Holy shit.
I need them to help me enjoy the moment. Why the fuck are you like? Why the fuck are you kissing like a dog, motherfucker? Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm actually into
that's
that.
some really good peanut butter. I'm like 10 seconds into making out. I'm like, all right, this is
That's cool though. That
pre-nut clarity.
Ew, that's you just have the choice.
No, it's like no nut clarity because like
you're not.
I'm not about to. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is. Glad you had fun.
I've talked to Jamar about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did I? But we talked about how. Well, no, I don't think I talked to Jamar about this. I think I said it to him.
I'm so excited.
No. I
You're
was
like,
just
you're like,
telling
I
him-
didn't talk to Jamar about it because Jamar can't engage in the conversation.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
Okay,
That's what I mean.
I could read between the lines.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was
could
just
read
saying it
between
to
the
him.
lines.
I mean, okay. Anyways, I said it to him.
Okay. What did you say to him?
I was telling him how the sex and making out isn't as cool as like fantasizing about it later.
I'll agree with that.
I don't know if it's girls too, but I know
I'll agree with
for
that.
dudes.
Because like sometimes I'm like that experience sucked, and then later on I'm like how bad did it suck? Hold on, let me think about it. Let me run
Like
through the
buffing
details
up
in my
the
mind.
details.
Yeah, I know. In my head, I'm like ooh, he's 6'3", he's 5'8".
But you can do that because it's fantasizing.
I know, yeah.
And how like it's like sometimes it's more exciting to just tell my friends, like, yo, this is what it's like, just a crazy story, like, yo, this happened and it was crazy. But at the time, it wasn't really that crazy.
Yeah. The way I'll be like, and then this happened. My friends are like, oh, we feel sad for you.
Oh, they're like, yo, shit, that's crazy.
No, I know, and I'm just like, I'm like, and then the guy from Denny's, and they're like,
That too, though. Like I realized that, like
we talked about this before when we were supposed to have the podcast last time.
we
about,
did, yeah.
like a little bit about how like
girls
like,
don't have to have anything.
I
like an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas like I'll tell like my friends like oh yeah and then he like I don't know like is a like mechanic whatever I don't know, and they'll be like when are you gonna get a guy with like a retirement plan or something? And I'm like
We did talk about that, yeah.
yeah we're just like I'm like oh well I get what you're saying, but also like I don't know.
Which that kind of
Eddie's nice.
Because we never like. I'm never talking to my friends and they're like, man, what does she do?
No,
It's like,
see, that's the first question my friends ask me. I'm like, I'm 29 now. They're like, okay, no, like, let's stop fucking around with the dishwasher. Like,
Yeah.
come on, like,
he has promise, like potential.
no, I'm never like a person who sees potential. I just like, clearly, and you've met,
All right.
you met some people. I'm just like, I wish I saw potential. I wish I was like, I wish I had goals for them. I'm just in my head. I'm just like, I just like this person. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even like dating them for potential. I'm like, this person's just, we have a lot of fun together. My
Yeah.
friends are like, fun don't pay the bills. And I'm like, but I do.
Yeah. Dude, but that's how it should be though. Like they're fun.
I mean, I agree, but
figure out
also
things.
like all my friends are married and I'm not. So maybe they're like, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe,
What the fuck do I know?
maybe they
I'm not
got-
married.
I was gonna say that. Maybe they got the secret sauce. They
There you
kind of like, I don't know.
And all the girls I was talking to, they don't really. What do they do? I don't give a.
Yeah, I was about to say, can you even name any of their like
I can't.
any of their occupations?
This one's funny. She's in school and she types.
Like a court
she's like a
stenographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were never gonna come up with the words.
No, I swear it was there. I swear it was there.
Speed up, bro. Speed up. Take a sip of
dude,
your
hold on.
Celsius. Lock in.
Stenographer. Yeah.
All right. See,
Fair,
dude,
fair, fair,
this
fair.
should be the ad for Celsius.
Dude, I actually searched up how to become like an ambassador so they can send me.
An ambassador?
Yeah, so they can send me like free Celsius. And
Oh,
promote it.
I thought you meant
Like
to
brand
like a
ambassador.
foreign country.
Nah, I could never. I
I
speak one language.
one time I tried to get sponsored by White Claw, and I kept like just posting photos of me with White Claw and just putting hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad, and then I would message White Claw and be like, "Your move. What you gonna do?"
That's
and I kept doing that for like months and months, so much so that others like seltzer companies thought I was sponsored by White Claw and were reaching out to me and were like, "Welcome to the Fizzy family." And I was like, and I got one company who was like offering to send me stuff, but I was worried it would like damage my budding relationship with White Claw, so I rejected
delusional.
that seltzer company.
I'm sorry, I got so much on my plate right now.
It's like when someone actually wants to date you, you're like, no, I'm talking to someone else, and then like that person goes to you, and you're like, damn, wait, hold on, what you doing later?
Dude, you could.
Wait, come
What?
back.
You could have had a whole sponsor.
I really could have.
Yeah,
like,
Pop Tarts, right? I remember you mentioned
I
that.
am, yes, I am kind of sponsored by Pop Tart. I eat so many
It's
I eat so many
complicated.
Pop Tarts. They like sent me a free hoodie one time,
Yeah,
and
that's like gold loot.
that I'm not trying to say nothing about nothing, but like that's like kind of like the sickest swag that I have is just that pink Pop-Tart hoodie.
It's flex.
It kind of is. And then I also just, when I do put hashtag sponsored hashtag ad,
Yeah.
I mean that shit. But also people kind of blowing up my spot a little bit with the Pop-Tart bowl. And I was like, I've been on this train, baby. Where y'all been at?
What do you mean they blew up your spot?
Like, I don't know. I don't know, Pop-Tart, like, everyone's cool to like Pop-Tarts now because the Pop-Tart bowl, because they did the sacrificial ritual of eating the Pop-Tart or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, well, I've been following the Pop-Tart account since like 2014 on Instagram, but go off.
That is an insane thing to follow, by the way. Because, like, what are you looking for?
The way I follow Pop-Tart on my main account, my film photography account, and then my Finsta.
Why? Like, what is...
Sometimes they'll post, like, a giveaway, and I want to enter a couple times.
And you're, like, tagging your friends?
No, I am.
What the
Josie, you're about to start getting tags now that you know this
about
me.
I'm so pissed. Why is she doing this again? It's fifth time this week.
Okay, well, you're not... With this attitude, you're not going to get any
any
of my limited edition strawberry milkshake Pop-Tarts when they come in the mail.
Those are actually pretty good.
Those
are pretty good.
I have the hoodie I have is a strawberry milkshake Pop-Tart hoodie.
I assumed when you said pink.
There's a couple different pink ones, but it's fine.
Did you see, like, during the Pop-Tart bowl when they, like, the Pop-Tart ripped open its...
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, slut.
Little bitch.
I know. I was like, why he kind of...
That was crazy.
That's your hear me out. You saw the Pop-Tart.
Dude,
you're like, I want to unwrap you next.
Wait. I'm not wrapping it up.
You're like, what's that box look like?
That's insane. But yeah.
Pop-Tarts come in boxes, but also boxes.
No, I know. Boxes of vagina.
Yeah. Okay, you got it.
Did you used to watch those Pop-Tart shorts?
No. What is that?
You're a fraud.
Okay, so you'll show me a Pop-Tart short, and I'll show you a Johnny Cash song, and...
Maybe at the same time.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
While we
that'll
sip a
enhance
White
it.
Claw.
Yeah. Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored.
There we go.
Beautiful. Do you want a White Claw, by the way?
I will when I can't be on video drinking a White Claw.
All right. Well, you make it be
a white woman.
When in Rome, though.
When in Thomasville.
Yeah, I mean, when talking to Kate.
Okay. What else did what else was I thinking of? You answered my Flow app question, right?
What was No, I didn't answer your Flow app question. So, the first time we tried to record the podcast, Josie had a couple questions for me. One of them was, do I have the Flow app?
Yes.
The answer is no.
Okay.
Because I do not get a period.
You did answer that because you gave me like a 10-minute.
No, but like the podcast was already off at that point, and we were just, I just was explaining IUDs to you for like 30, like genuinely like 30 minutes. Like it was like a little like, it was like very extensive given the fact that we didn't have sex education in my high school.
No, but that was that was like first-hand experience. So
yeah, no, that was a lived experience. That was like,
best.
But yeah, I don't have a period, so I don't have the Flow app.
Okay.
So
there's no other features on it?
It's like the features are annoying because like they kind of like you kind of feel called out a little bit because it's like have you been moody and fat and bloated lately? And it's like, and then like I was just saying yes every single week. And so like wasn't helpful in tracking like literally anything. It was just like I was like, it has been a hard week. Like it wasn't helpful in any way, shape, or form, and it was just kind of making me feel like a piece of shit to be like, for like to watch all the frowns week after week on the app.
So you used to have it?
I used to have it for a little while when I still got a period.
Dude, how long has this app been out? I thought it came out like last year.
No, it's been around for a few years. I think you just like started talking to women or something last year.
No.
You like started listening to women like last year, and you're like, damn, you heard this?
Say? Okay.
You heard this new app called Flow, Kate? I'm trying to get you on the wave early.
I'm trying to learn though, because like no one ever mentions it to me. But like, why would
the Flow app?
Yeah, no one's ever.
Oh, well, so you're being the change you want to see in the world. You're mentioning it to me. You're asking me.
Like I'm asking you. You tell me.
All right. Yeah. No. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Do you want to ask the rest of the questions you had on the thing?
I don't remember them.
The first
I had white
question was,
comedy.
do you wash your legs? I do.
Because you said you have a black friend.
Yeah.
Best friend, black best friend. That's like a tongue twister right there. Black best friend. It was like, is it hard being a woman?
Is it hard being? Oh yeah. Oh, that's such a complicated question because
Yeah.
on one hand I get free drinks, but on the other hand I can't walk alone at night.
Yeah.
So it's kind of what's the trade off here? And also the free drinks, I have to talk to people. And
You're
I'm
such a liar. I witnessed it, by the way. She doesn't have to try.
Oh, that was really fucking funny.
Holy
I was I don't know if it was salvaged from the podcast, but he was we were talking about free drinks, and I was like, I'm 28, I don't get free drinks anymore, basically.
Just sob
And
story.
then you didn't buy me a free drink, so it didn't work.
You bought me one though.
I did buy you one. So we were talking about I was like, oh, I'm 28, it's in a college town, so I don't get free drinks anymore. Haha. And then we were at a bar together, a week later, and then someone came scurrying up to me, was like, "Can I get you a drink?" Went away, came back with the drink, and then walked away, and then he was like, you don't get free drinks anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
You do.
You get.
When does that end? Or does it ever?
When does that end?
Yeah, free drinks.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Yeah. Are you would you be able to tell if you're on the back end of it?
I've felt like I'm on the back end of it a little bit, which we talked about last time or whatever. But
Yeah.
I think that's just because I live in a college town and the median age here is 21.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm walking around like college town with a walker. It feels like sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
Which
You
not
look-
that 29's old, not that 28's old. I'm just saying when you're in a college town, it's easy to feel a little old.
Oh, absolutely. But you don't even
Sometimes.
look your age.
I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah. I'm not just saying that because I want a free drink.
Right.
You don't look 29. You look like 24.
That's incredible news.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to a college bar and twirl my hair later.
No, I had to compliment one white person today, so
Oh, perfect. Yeah, there you go.
Getting that in.
This is whatever the opposite of reparations is.
That's the whole podcast.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. I mean, no, I'm the only white person you've had on the podcast so far.
Zeke's white. He's mixed.
No, you said I was the only no, last time you were bragging about it because you were like this is the first woman we've had on the podcast and the first white person we've had on the podcast.
You're the first purebred white and woman.
All right, well, I'm Italian. Not too much.
Okay, right. I was actually watching a movie today on Italians. Or it was not on Italians, but
it was a documentary. You were just watching Goodfellas.
I was
You're
like
this
Super
is-
Mario Bros. No, it was called Nona's.
Nona's?
Yeah, Nona's.
Okay, no, I haven't heard
You
of
ever
it.
call someone Nona?
My dead grandma, I used to call Nona. She
No.
she is okay. She was a cunt. She had Alzheimer's, and I had a joke about this in my set. One time, me and my dad were staying with her, and we pissed her off really badly, and she kicked us out of the house, and we were kind of well, she has Alzheimer's. We can just wait, and then just. And so we waited 20 minutes and we knocked on the door again and we were like, Grandma!
So
we had just
fucked up.
got back into town and she was so pissed because she remembered and she
Yeah.
knew we were trying to finesse her. And then so we just kind of kept doing that and we kind of just kept waiting longer and longer. And then she kept remembering us and getting more and more pissed off and I was like, the grudge brought her back a little bit. She became sentient again for the first time in years. I was like it was crazy.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly,
You're
right?
welcome.
I was so in my stat I say something like oh yeah, I think she just needed to go to the doctor and be prescribed pettiness. Being angry can help cure dementia. I think that's why old people watch Fox News and are just oh, the fucking swim team.
Dude, you actually might have made a breakthrough right there.
That's so that's the premise of the joke. I hate it's so annoying to do jokes off stage or whatever, but
No, I do get it.
but yeah, that's this is validating as a theory
sorry.
that you're just
I'm sorry about your no.
It's fine. She was a kind of a cunt. When I was a kid, one time I tried to give her a hug and she whacked me with a fly swatter.
Or you being a fly?
I I'm trying to remember what like preceded that. I think my brother and I were fighting, and he was beating my ass a little bit, and she like separated us, and I was like, "Oh, thank God, he was gonna kill me." And then I hugged her, and then she was like, "Stop sucking up to me."
Damn, that's just L's.
I know.
Get your
It's
ass
like an L across.
hit with a fly swatter.
And then she like locked me in her room, and then
Oh, shit. Oh my God.
wait, it gets the story like this is like actually unhinged, and then I was like really upset and really like mad, and then I was like a little kid, and it's like, how do you like take revenge as a little kid? Like, what do you do, right? So I went to her jewelry box and stole a bunch of her jewelry. And I've like made it like we were in California at the time. I made it all the way back to Maryland, where I'm from, and then my dad was unpacking my suitcase and found all the jewelry I had stolen. And then he like my punishment was I had to call my other grandma, who I was really close with, and tell her never to trust me again because I steal from little old women.
That is such an evil punishment. Oh my gosh.
Like
What?
like that like the punishment was evil, but also that's like psychotic that like at age like 6 I was like I'll fucking teach you for hitting me and shoving me into a fucking closet.
I thought it was gonna be worse than that.
It like
That's
it
not
feels
bad.
worse, I think, because sometimes when I talk about it I still like cry.
Oh, don't cry.
No, I'm it's okay, we're gonna move on. But
So Nonas.
so yeah, no, okay, so you watched a show movie?
It was a
called
movie. This came out today. It was,
today, like, oh,
with Vince Vaughn.
okay, I like him. He's
Yeah.
Italian.
He is? I did not know that.
When my brother's name is Dominic, but my dad really wanted to name my brother after like his best friend, who's named Vincent.
Mhm.
I'm just thinking of it because of Vince Vaughn, whatever. So my dad really wanted to name him like Vincent or whatever. My mom was like, "We're not naming the kid Vinny DeLuca. He's gonna grow up to be
Oh
a
my
mobster."
That's a cool name.
Vinny DeLuca.
Get out of here, Vinny DeLuca. Oh, that's cool.
His name's Dominic DeLuca, which I feel like also has a little bit of like to it.
Yeah, it does. The DD, double D,
Yeah.
Daredevil.
Mm.
Now we're back full circle to blind people.
Oh, there we go.
Incredible hearing.
Does he have incredible hearing in the show?
Yeah, but he also fell in like acid when he was a child.
You'd think that would fuck up his ears so that he can't hear.
No, it fucked up his vision, but it enhanced his ears.
He fell in acid and it just fucked up his vision?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like congruent. That doesn't.
Well, it's Marvel. I mean, he's a lawyer who fights crime.
Average Marvel experience.
Yeah.
We've all seen She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
He actually was about to hit that too, before she went green.
I kind of want her after she's green.
No, I can't. What? Turn green. No, I think they kissed in the show.
I've never seen She-Hulk or
No,
Daredevil or Jessica Jones or any of that shit.
It's okay, you're not missing.
Again, like, do you want
Daredevil's
to tell
really
me to
good.
watch it and then I won't, like we said earlier?
No, I haven't finished Daredevil either, so I can't tell you to watch that.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV. I'm like never home.
Do you read?
I do read.
Like Audible?
I listen to audiobooks, but also I get distracted sometimes if I'm like whatever I'm doing like what like is like too intensive or whatever, so I can't listen to audiobooks at work. But if I'm doing my makeup and stuff, I'll listen to like audiobooks or like just like 8-hour YouTube videos about like bullshit. But I also actually read books too and stuff.
Why?
Why do I read books?
Mhm.
It feels like my brain is rotting some weeks, and I'm just kind of like, all right, let's. It feels like vegetables for my brain when I read.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No. But then I kind of do
You know
it.
how like when you're just you
Working
eat
out?
a bunch of junk food and then like you kind of feel like shit,
Yeah.
and then you eat vegetables and you're like, is that healthy?
Yeah.
So I'll scroll on TikTok for 20 hours and I'll be like, that's the junk food, and then I'll like read for 20 minutes and I'm like, I'm healthy.
Oh, okay. Then I get that.
That's
then.
yeah. So it feels like eating vegetables, but for my brain is what I mean.
Is it like fiction, nonfiction?
I like would never read a nonfiction book. That sounds so boring. I'm like I'm reading. I really like just really like gnarly like horrifying books like The Ring and just stuff like that. I really like thrillers and like
Any monkey books?
any what?
Monkey books?
No, never. I don't even want to imagine them.
So you never just like have a nightmare about like a monkey?
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
I also have a lot of nightmares about being like covered in bees.
Covered in bees.
I'm allergic to bees. I found that out when I found that out when I was in the Bahamas in December. I like hopped off the boat and I'm like, damn, it's nice as fuck over. And I like moved my arm like this and the bee stung me immediately and I had a really crazy allergic reaction.
Whoa, you didn't. I mean, is it deadly? Like, is it that?
It's
bad?
not deadly.
Is
Like
your hair?
I lived, bitch.
Yeah. Fuck that bee. That bee's dead.
I think it was like a wasp, so I think it was still alive.
Oh, never mind.
But the bee like really fucked me up and my arm like swelled up real big and then also when I was on that cruise I got like a really bad sty in my eye, so my eye was really I was hobbling around the ship looking like fucking Quasimodo. And everyone's like I got back from the trip and everyone's like, oh my god, your pictures, you look like you're having so much fun. And I'm like, I have my sunglasses on for a reason, bro. You couldn't see my fucking giant swollen eye.
Oh, that's sad.
Social media is fake if you needed
It is so
a
fake.
reminder.
I think about it all the time too, like, because people look gorgeous all the time on there, and then I walk into the real world, I'm like, man, you guys are ugly.
It, like every time I post on Instagram, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna not do anything for a few days just so like they don't have the direct comparison in their mind.
Dude, have you ever like went to like a Trader Joe's?
Never.
No, why?
The parking lot's a nightmare, and also I already know everyone there's like skinnier and hotter than me.
Yeah,
It's like the grocery store equivalent to like California. Like I don't like it.
that's a perfect example. It really,
Yeah.
everyone's in there just, oh.
I know. I'm sure it's great for a guy. As a woman, I like gotta go home and cut myself if I ever go to a Trader Joe's.
What? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah. I get it. It's like if I went to a business meeting, maybe everyone's richer than me. Okay.
I feel like that's fine though. Like,
No, as a dude, you get kind of insecure.
well, I don't know. We've apparently it doesn't matter to me. So
Yeah, it doesn't, but it matters to me. Like if a guy like if I go over to someone's house and they got like bottled water.
I'll just make them feel bad about it, and I tell them that like, oh, like, because you're like, oh, like that's a sign they're richer than you or whatever. I'm just like the way I would just be like, you know, you can't recycle that, right? You know, like the recycling bins in Tallahassee don't go anywhere. They get filtered in with the actual trash, and that's bad for the environment. Get a Brita, you fuck. Here's your new playbook. I got you.
Damn, I'm sorry.
I say as I'm drinking a White Claw and contributing to the problem.
You could recycle that, right?
I don't think there's recycling in Tallahassee.
What do you mean?
Like I think it all just goes to the same place.
Like just the trash?
Yeah, I think I like read that somewhere. They
Oh.
like just have like a separate thing to make you feel better, but I don't think I'm gonna Google this later. I might be spreading misinformation, but also podcasting was popularized by Joe Rogan, who also spreads misinformation. So I feel like
Yeah, we're doing the right thing.
I'm in its truest form if I said that and I'm wrong. I think this is like the bread and butter of podcasts if I'm wrong.
You're correct. This whole platform is for spewing misinformation.
I know. Jamar was cracking me up. I was listening to y'all's episode and he was pronouncing hypochondriac really funny.
He was.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how he was saying it.
He was explaining it to me too. And I think
he was like saying like hyperchondratic, like it was like a formula or something. I was like, this is-
hypochondriac boy.
yeah, exactly. I love Jamar. Shout out Jamar.
There you go. Everyone's shouting out.
I was like listening to your podcast or whatever to like prep for the episode or whatever because I was like, is it supposed to be funny? Is it like serious? Are we talking about
I don't really
comedy?
know.
What do we talk? I did like research to like see like what the vibe was or whatever. One, hilarious podcast. Very, very happy to be on it. But also,
thanks.
two, you shout out like 8 people an episode. So
I do.
that's why I've been on the wave and shouting out Pop-Tart and Jamar.
Dude,
And
there's so many people to love, you know?
I know, right? So
Yeah.
I think, you should do like a little compilation of everything.
I will.
All
I'm
the
gonna
shout
check that
outs. Yeah. Like, oh, maybe like a year in review thing or whatever. Like,
It's just a shout out
yeah.
compilation.
Yeah.
Dude, you're probably going to get shouted out like the next episode anyway.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
Yeah, because I plan on asking IUD questions next.
Oh, perfect.
Next person.
Who's the? Actually, I would love to hear that. Just get some, like, just quiz them on shit. Because after I've lectured you for 20 minutes on it, you already
I'm a
know.
fucking professional.
I know, right? Like,
How many people hold you down?
what do you mean?
Wait, I thought you said like people were holding
Oh, as I was getting my IUD inserted, it was just like one really buff chick, and I was like, hot.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, wait, hold on. What else can we insert while we're here?
Whoa.
No, she was really nice, and she was holding my hand, and I was like,
How were her?
I wasn't even that scared. I was just like, I just want to
She's
hold your hand.
like
Yeah.
this.
No, I was like, I was being a cunt about it. I was like, please.
Just rubbing your knuckles with it.
Yeah, no, I was doing the thumb thing.
It's almost.
I was like, you got me, baby girl.
Well, we've reached the end.
Have we really?
Yeah, we're like a hour in.
Okay. Is that okay? Yeah.
Because me and Zeke's was like 2.5 hours.
Oh, so you're gonna cut stuff?
No, I don't cut it.
Was it really 2.5 hours?
Yeah, I didn't post it like that. But like, if you look at the raw, like all the way through, it's like 2.5. Okay,
so that's the podcast. Wait, why does his get to be 2.5 and ours is just 1 hour?
Dude, Hispanic privilege.
You were like, you're like, Kate, you're already the DEI hire. Like, you get paid less. You're like, you get paid less. You also get less airtime on here.
Oh my, fine. Kate.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, this was awesome. This was finally we got to finish it.
I'm really stoked, and I was clearly very nervous at first, but I feel like
I was also same.
Were you?
Yeah.
You manifest nervousness way better than I do. I was like running around in the living room, like jumping up and down for like 10 minutes before the podcast started. Yeah,
but at least I know. Like I'd rather you express it than me. I'm just like, yeah, no fuck, I do so time.
You're like, I don't talk like that. All right, that makes me feel better. I was like,
I'm sweating right now.
You already know I'm already sweating.
Yeah, we're both sweaty.
Yeah. We talked about this last time on the podcast that wasn't.
Yeah.
But thanks for having me on the pod. Thank y'all for listening. And
thank you guys for listening.
Yeah. See y'all next time.
See you later.
Bye.